Junior.
Yep,
Okay.
juniors are 11 and then for 1 hour, and then adults 12 for 1 hour.
Okay. Because I've been on since 10. I'm sorry.
Well, good morning.
Good morning. Well, I had my coffee.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
All right, I think it's rolling now. I think. Let me make sure before I click off here. All right, it is rolling. Let me minimize this and get started. Um, Attendance is down today due to a celebration. And I would like everyone to unmute um, and congratulate Kayla. Today is her graduation. She graduated high school today. So if everyone could just unmute right quick and congratulate her.
Congratulations, Caleb.
Congratulations, Kayla.
Congratulations, Kayla.
Wow, big milestone.
Yes.
Get it, girl.
Welcome to this adult world.
Congratulations.
I love it.
Awesome. And to add to it, I'm not sure if Mom is on here. Mom, are you on here? Did you make it? She said she was going to try to get on. But I wanted her to give the actual details of her graduation. Quite impressive. All of them and all of you can do the same thing if you apply yourself. And this goes to even my adults, because we're going to be getting into some classes later on ourselves. I plan on going to take some classes on some stuff that I've always wanted to do, calligraphy. So we're all going to go back to school here shortly because we'll have time to do so. And, you know, it's just, we want to fill our time with something productive. All right. So congratulations, Kayla. I'm extremely proud of you. Thank you for sticking it through, because a lot of people have given up or chose not to do the right thing. Congratulations to your mom and dad for sure, because without a solid unit, it's difficult. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult. So that's an up and up for everything and all the things that you plan to do. I hope that this class gave you an edge, or is giving you an edge, to move forward in a more productive way. Even though, like I said, when you guys hear her details, you will be as proud as I am of her and the mother and father. Because, like I said, without that, it's very difficult to stay grounded. Distractions coming in all directions. So, yay, congratulations. So let's move on. Today is going to be a shorter one because I have to actually keep both of them short. I have a grand reopening at the restaurant, and they need me there as soon as I can. But I told them I have 2 conference calls to do first. So let's get into it. Today, one more time.
I didn't know you had a restaurant.
No, it's not mine, but I am basically the kitchen manager, unofficial. I don't do titles. I won't let them give me a title, but basically, I run it. And this grand reopening is just to get their feet in a better foundation that they had when they first opened the place. But I do all the baking in there. I do pretty much all the sauces, the gravies, all of that, macaroni, cheese, sauce, the whole nine. And I teach everybody that's in there because they're all people that have not been officially trained. So my work is my title. So That's how that goes. Now, here in the very near future, there will be a restaurant with my name on the top of it. It's time. This is something I've always wanted to do. And soon as we get the word, there will be a restaurant in this town with my name on the top. So you're all invited. All right.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
Me too.
Again, you got to have goals. You got to set goals. That's what this is about. And if your finances are correct, you can have and do whatever it is you want to do, period. And that's what all of you will find, that when you get to be 21 years old, your finances are going to be so tight that you literally can choose whatever you want to do, study it and do it. Okay, so my goal and my whole thing is to have you not work for someone. I would prefer you work for yourself. This is why I asked the question, do you understand the evolution of money? And what is it that you desire to do? Yes, you have to work somewhere to get the work experience and ethics, but again, that can be learned by talking to people who have already done it. And then some people, if not all, young people should work somewhere so that you can see how it works. Getting up, being on work on time, being at work early so you can get details that you may need. This is what I'm teaching these guys. These guys are 28, 30s, you know, that age, and still don't know how to get to work on time. So it's important that you learn that now, because believe it or not, your attendance at the employment that you have is your paycheck. So if you're sloppy about getting to work, then they're going to be sloppy about paying you. Where you should be making a certain amount of money every week, it's going to be less than that because you were either late or got there and didn't do a really good job because you didn't know what you were doing, because you didn't get in there early enough to find out what's needed and all that good stuff. And that goes for whatever job, even flipping hamburgers. You got to get there a little early to find out how many burgers were already cooked. Or if you're welding, how many welding rods are on at the job? What temperature is he welding at? You know, these are the things you need to know before you start working. So it's best 15 minutes early so you can ask questions and find out. When you have your own place, you even have to come in earlier. So just because it's yours doesn't mean you could come in at 10 minutes after or 5 minutes till and start your business, unless you're pumping gas. Really, all you have to do is turn the pumps on. But if it's any substantial business or something you choose to do, you need to be there early so that you can see, you know, what needs to be cleaned up, what needs to be fixed. Do me a favor, when you come to the call, always mute because I'm recording. So you want to make sure that all of your day's plan is planned out and ready to go, just like today. We start with our attendance, we find out what's what. There was a statement last week. I don't know if either one of the two of you remember. If you do, unmute. I don't think I did one because I was driving. I probably didn't do one. So be ready for some info today. So let me start off with this. The evolution that we are currently in is what we're going to study for the next 3 calls. And that is being ready digitally. Having your wallet, knowing how to move your currencies or your digital currency from one wallet to another, understanding what the blockchain is, and knowing what to do with your finances when they come in. Now, as you already know, all of you get a position in a promise delivered, courtesy of myself and the rest of the family who has donated towards that endeavor. All of you will also receive some crypto to activate your wallets. If you don't already have some, there are funds ready to be sent. So make sure I have your wallet address. Okay, so if you have not sent that to me yet, please make sure you do. All right. And of course, your name and all that good stuff. So with that being said, all of what we're going to cover is all about wallets. Okay, and then from there, we're going to migrate over to the cold storage or your bank. Now, there's 3 steps, and I'm kind of bringing you guys up to where the adults are as we speak. And you might want to stick around for the adult class because I'm going to go deeper into the banks. I'm actually going to activate one online so you can see it done, how to do it, and all that good stuff. So there's 3 steps. Okay, your source, okay, my left, your right. The source could be a promise delivered. It could be your employment if you get a job over the summer. It could be donations coming from a promise delivered to your wallet. It could be Team Royal once you get rolling in there. These are sources of income. So when I say source, that's what I'm talking about. Anything that's coming to you from wherever. It's not just one thing, it's everything. So whatever's coming to you on a regular basis is a source. So whenever I say source, I'm talking about those things, okay? In the middle is the wallets. I'm just gonna hold this one up so you can see it. And it's not really a wallet, it is the Cash App, okay? But it comes like this. So a wallet is basically your mover. And the reason why I use that is because you can move crypto in Cash App, Bitcoin to be exact. So actually it is a wallet per se. You can buy it, you can hold on to it in there, and you can send it from there. That's in essence the action of a wallet. So we're going to go just a little deeper on the wallet, and then I'm going to hit the bank at the end. So in the middle is the wallet. There's 2 middles actually, but I'm going to go one at a time so we can progress through them. So the source is you're going to send your sources to your wallet. So the wallet has to have an address, okay? Just like Cash App, it has a wallet. I mean, it has an address. So you can get the address by going into the Bitcoin side and get the address. And this is where you can be sent Bitcoin, or you can send it out. Now, Cash App only accepts Bitcoin at the moment. I see that changing very, very soon, simply because of what's happening in the finances in the world. An evolution is happening right in front of your eyes. I don't know if you know it or not, but all of that, the classes prior to this one, you're actually witnessing an evolution of finances. So you get to say that you were alive and experienced a evolution of finances. All right, so that's what we've been talking about all along. So that evolution is going to be basically us going 100% digital, or in that format. There'll still be some type of paper. It won't be this one. Okay, this one is going bye-bye. It's already dead. They just won't tell you that. I'll tell you the truth. That's garbage. It means nothing anymore. The value is trashed. Its representation is trash. It's not even considered tender. It's not even written tender on here anywhere. It's a note, promissory note to be exact. All right. Now there will be a new paper brought out. When and what it will look like, we have to wait and see. It's supposedly already at the banks. They just have not been given the okay to send it out the window, which I do believe after this weekend, that notification is going to come. I do believe after this weekend, you are actually going to see the first step of the evolution. Okay, we got to leave this because this has been used up. This is no more good. We're still using it currently, but mark my words, this week coming, probably Monday, I would like to see Monday, but I do believe we are right at the entrance of the new currency. Now, that being said, we're still in the middle and we're still talking about wallets. Your wallet is going to receive and send crypto. Okay, it's either going to be Bitcoin with Cash App, or it can be, many of the others. All of my cards are upstairs, but it could be any of the others that we will have or discuss, and a lot of that is coming also in the very near future. We should have at least 3 to 5 different wallets. 3 to 5 different wallets, because each wallet does something different. Cash App wallet only does Bitcoin. The other wallet does 5 or 6. Another wallet might do 18. It all depends on what you choose to use. Okay, so it's really up to you. And that's the important part about this whole thing. All the way up until this point, I won't say now, but I'll say this point, you have been under or dealing with a central bank. Central bank. Okay, so what does that mean? Dealing with a central bank means that all of your transactions, whether coming to you, going away from you, saving money, putting money in the checking account, paying a bill, whatever you have been doing, even down to the paper, it has been controlled by a central location, hence central bank. And whatever the central bank says that you have is what you have. Okay, so if they say that's a $1 bill, then that's a $1 bill because they said so. If you have a $50 bill, or if you're going to pay a bill online or somewhere, okay, when you pay that bill, that transaction goes through the clearinghouse, which is known as the bank, by way of a debit card. Okay, by way of a debit card. So that's the other electronic transaction device. This is not per se a wallet, but it acts just like one. Okay, digitally. This is going to change drastically. This is a traditional bank, PNC. It's going to go over to these. All right. Now, I was talking about central bank, and I want you to think for a second. Central bank means, let's just say PNC. PNC says, okay, Mr. Lewis, you have $100 on your account, and you can only spend $100, right? Because that's all it's in there. And that's true all the way across the board. You can't spend what you don't have. You can, that's called credit, and I'm gonna keep you away from that. Do not go there. I don't think you'll get a chance to, because that's going to change before you really start getting into moving some real money. Stay away from the credit. It is not worth your time, effort, or stress. All right, so let's move on. That bank will only move $100 at their convenience. Notice I said at their convenience, not yours. A lot of people get it misunderstood. They think, well, I have a bank account and my bank account has $100 in it, and I can go to the store and spend $100. Yes, you can. But if there's a problem at this bank, and let's say for some odd reason there was a lightning strike and their system is down. Okay, let's just say, for argument's sakes, that the bank that you're dealing with had a glitch in their system and it shut the system down. Can you go spend $100 if their system is down? Nope. I've experienced it myself. I use mobile banking. Okay, I can go to my bank on my phone, and all of you should be able to do this, including my adults. If you don't have mobile banking, that's your homework. I need you to figure out how to deal with logging in and getting a mobile account set up so that you can go to your bank through your phone. That's mandatory. Okay, mandatory. Now, juniors, of course, you may or may not have that ability. If you don't have a bank account that's set up for you yet, notice I said yet, then you, of course, can't do it. But when the time comes and you have an account set up for you, of course, mom or dad or whoever sets it up, grandma, grandpa, I don't want to exclude anyone, whoever sets that guardianship up with you and they set up a bank account with you, they're going to sit with you and you guys are going to log into your back office or into your bank account. All right. It requires an email address, password, just like anything else. You're going to log in. And when you get in the back office of your bank account, you're going to see various things in there. I got to make sure I'm not showing numbers. When you get into your bank account, you should be able to go through the hamburger, which is the 3 lines, or the 3 dots, however your back office sets it up so that you see it on the top right corner or left, whichever. And you're going to click on that and you're going to go through every spot on there. So I want you to not just go to checking or savings. Click on each one of those features in the back office. All right. This is what a lot of people don't do. They'll log in and they'll say, well, where's the checking account? They'll go to that and that's it. Okay. All the other features that are in your mobile, they have no idea they exist because they didn't take the time to read it. You guys are not going to do that. I'm an extreme stickler on instructions. Anything that you get, this is my pink Himalayan salt. On the back is instructions. Okay, I was always taught in school, I don't care what it is, what you're doing. And I used to love to build models. And unless you read the instructions, you don't know how to build that model. And I had some sweet models, trust me. The other thing is I'm into electronics, as you know. So I was in IT for 3 years. The only way to IT or work on people's computers is you have to take some courses. You have to understand how this works. What is the overlay? You know, you say things like that to people. They're like, overlay, what is that? You lay over top of something? No, it's 2 screens. So what is a diode? A diode, most people would think, I don't know, what is a diode? Those are the little markers that point out what's what. How do you refresh the screen? Some people don't even know that. So instructions come with everything you do except life. There's no instruction manual or something you can go read to understand how to do life. You kind of have to experience it. So let me correct myself. Everything doesn't come with instructions, neither does childbirth or child rearing and all that. There's no instructions. You just have a human that you have to take care of. So I don't want to get too far off topic. Instructions are with everything. All right. So when you get in that back office, click on those 3 little bars. I call it the hamburger. Most people call it the 3 little lines or the 3 dots, however it's set up. Click on it and go through every feature. If you have to stop on one feature and read, because it's going to open up a new, when you click on, let's say you click on rewards. You click on rewards, it's going to open up a whole nother window of information. Go through it. You might be shopping at a store that you could get rewards from and didn't even know it. Okay, so go through your back office of your mobile banking, and everyone is required to do so. It's not a do it if you want to. It's required. Okay, all of you, all of my juniors, when you get a chance, or if you don't have an account right now, remember this call. When you do get an account, a guardianship account, or if you have your own, that's your task today. All right, go through your back office. So log into your account and go through it. You need to know what every feature is in that app, because that's all of your banking with those guys. Notice I said those guys. When it comes to this guy, which is your own bank, that's next call's information. So you might want to check it out unless you have things to do this weekend. All right. So after you've done the mobile, and that's not going to be a quick thing because there's a lot of information in there. Remember, I've asked this question a couple times, and people kind of chuckle to themselves and say, "You know what? I sure didn't." And that statement is this: when you got your checking account, did you read the app, the information? There's a booklet that comes with when you open a checking account. A lot of paperwork that you signed. Did you read it? Of course not. You just sat down to the desk, told them you want to open an account. They said, okay, do you have money? Yes. Do you have driver's license? Yes. You give them that. She or he clicks a couple buttons. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to deposit this $50. They come back with this booklet of things for you to sign. And she'll say, just sign here, 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 and here, and on this page, here and here. And you just sign, and over to this page, sign. Each one of those pages had information on it. I guarantee you didn't read it. You know why I can say that? Because I didn't read it. So I'm not pointing fingers, trust me. I'm stating facts. All right, so you guys are going to be different. You're actually going to read it because you're going to need to know, because banking, when you get to banking, is going to be extremely different. Number one, these guys may or may not even exist anymore. That's number one. That could be announced next week. If things go the way that I'm thinking they're going, the QFS is going to come in and these guys are going to go out. Okay, they're going to be turned into wealth management centers or whatever they're going to tag themselves. Some may stick around, a lot of them won't. But on top of that, you're going to be doing your own banking, and this is 100% digital. Okay, so you need to know these things that I'm sharing with you today. We're still in the middle talking about wallets. All right, I'm gonna get back to it. So the wallets, whatever wallet you choose to use, is going to be the device that you move your resources into. So whatever resource you have, let's say you work at Burger King over the summer, just to get your work experience. So every check that you get from Burger King, when you cash it, if you cash it in one of these guys, if they're still around, if you cash it in one of these guys, you want to then send it to your wallet. And this wallet, by the way, Cash App, you can direct deposit to it. So it never goes here. Okay, that's just a heads up. And most of them are going to give that ability too. Things are changing literally. I'm telling you, the evolution is happening right in front of us. You just have to be paying attention. So we're going to go over that in the weeks and days to come, because of the simple fact I want everybody to know exactly what they're dealing with, what resources you have, and how to use them to your benefit. Remember, it's about you taking control of your finances. That's what this evolution is. We no longer want to deal with a central bank, because they tell you when you can move money, how much money you can move, when you can have it, and all that good stuff. If their system goes haywire, you have no money. Okay? So the digital wallets, and I'm going to go back and forth like this, so just bear with me. These wallets give you the access and ability to move funds when you choose to do so, as long as we have electricity and internet. Now, if they get mad enough, they'll turn both of those off and make you deal with them exclusively. But then they need internet to do this too. They can't do it without it. So they're caught. They can't turn it all the way off. That's why I say you want to study your wallets. Each wallet has instructions with features. Read them. You have nothing else to do outside of homework and being good. So you don't have to, go into a blown out class, but take a couple, 30 minutes here, half hour there, hour. If you don't have nothing to do, go read about these wallets. Choose the wallet you want to use. Crypto.com, Cash App. There's, literally hundreds of them. Stick to the more well-known ones, and then read all the features. Find out if that wallet is available in your state. So there's a lot more information that comes with these wallets than most people think. They're just hearing wallet, I need to get one. I'm just going to go online and get one. He said Coinbase, so I'm just going to go get a Coinbase. Don't go by everything that I say. My information is education. No, it is not entertainment. It might be entertaining, but it's education. The rest is up to you. Due diligence or homework, as you know it right now. Right now, your due diligence is homework. Your school, your class, or whatever, your teacher is going to give you stuff to go study. That's due diligence. A lot of people don't know that. They look at it as homework. But see, now you're getting more understanding of what's actually happening. The programming has already started. Okay? So homework is due diligence. That's why I do it like that on here. I'll write down whatever it is that we're going to talk about next weekend. So the wallet is the middle. That's where your sources come from. So there's another part in the middle. Let me see if I can find one. Find it. That's it. Nope. Here it is. I make sure I'm not showing the numbers. This one's getting ready to go out anyway. This is the WireX card. Now, you have seen or heard mom and dad probably if they're coming on the crypto class, me talking about the WireX card. Now, the WireX card is in the middle of an evolution itself. Everything is changing. Everybody is changing their capabilities. They're changing how they're dealing with finances. They're changing their models. Okay? They're going from a plastic card, this one, to a digital one, which is called Web3. I'm going to show you and make sure a representation of that. hold on. Okay. It's not gonna get bigger. I need it to be large so you can see it. I don't know if you are able, let me know if you can see the card itself. You can unmute.
No,
Can you see it?
I can see it now. Yes.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I feel a little my nose.
Right. So what you are looking at is a card that is online. It's the same, that's this card right here. It's this card. I actually have the actual card and I also have the digital card. Okay, you see what I'm doing here? The same thing works right now. That's going to change with these guys. Mine is here. Let me see if I can bring that up and show it to you. I have all kinds of security on here, and I recommend you guys do the same thing. Two-phase verification when you sign into your back office of your bank. Make them text you a verification link and or number that only you get before you can log in. And let me see if I can show you this without showing my information. Up in the top right corner, you see the 3 lines?
Yes.
Okay. Those 3 lines are your menu. So when you hit that, let's see. I'm just gonna put my fingers over this. It gives you a menu of options, account, cards, so on and so forth, right? Those are your features. Zelle, deposit, you can deposit checks into your account with the phone. You can pay bills on here. You just set up, you go in and you tell them what bill it is. Remember me talking about the auto pay? This is where I do it from. So I would go into bill pay and then I put the name of the company like Verizon. I put Verizon, I put the information of Verizon, the account number, and I put in the amount. Now the amount for Verizon is $96. It's supposed to be paid on the 13th, 12th or 13th. But I do it 3 days early and I set it up on an auto pay. That's done in here. That's why you need to know how to use your banking mobile. All that can be done from your phone. You never have to go to the bank. I very rarely go there. I do it all right here. Your banking will be done the same. This guy right here is going to be done on here. That's why you need to get used to doing it with these guys. Okay, because they make it, laid out. It's not this simple with this. It's even easier because all you need is an address back to your wallet or from your wallet to your bank. Here's different. You're dealing with a paycheck. You're dealing with the bank itself. If their system goes down, you can't do anything. And that's what I don't like about banks. If they don't like you for, lack of other words, I'm going to not do that because I don't want to spread negativity. If they don't like you, then banking becomes very difficult. That's why I do it from here. Different reasons I'll explain later. Cards. On here, if I touch on cards, it will display the cards that I was just telling you about. Let me see if I can do this without sharing my information. Hold on. All right, I'm just going to cover this part. And as you can see, there's a card, right? It shows a picture of the card, and it also shows that that card is locked. I go over one. This card is open. All right. It's going to get locked in a second, but I had it open this morning. I don't usually leave them open like that. I open it, do the transaction, and then close it locked back.
It's locked.
This one is not locked. Okay, I'm gonna show you a locked one. Hold on. Okay, see the red up at the top? It says unlock.
Mm-hmm.
And see how the card is blacked out?
Mm-hmm.
That card is locked. No one can do anything with that card unless you have set up a pre-existing charge, like a bill or something that is set up to withdraw automatically. It's going to pull that. But anybody else, including the bank, cannot do anything on this card because it's locked. This card, see how it's open or gray or wide, you know, you can actually see the picture. This card is unlocked. So that means somebody who wants to do something with your account can do so. And so since we're talking about it, I'm going to just go ahead and lock this thing since I'm all online with this. You never know. Okay. You notice the card is now black. And it says unlock. You see that?
I see.
Okay. So however many cards you have with this account, I have 3 cards. The next account, the sub account to this one, there's 5 cards. Each one of these cards has the ability to be locked and unlocked, which I just went over. The lock on your bank or your wallet is all about the blockchain. They can't find it. Okay, they can tell you anything you want to hear. But one thing for sure with the blockchain, because that's where all the transactions live, they can't see it. Okay, it's impossible. Well, and now I won't say impossible because that would be a lie because I'm not 100% sure where I can say that. But let's just say it's very difficult. But on here, that card that you just saw me showing you is a virtual card. Hold on one second. Hello? So that was a call from Wells Fargo. And just like I was saying, they control what you do. They will call you at any time they feel like it. And basically they can and do control your life. As long as you're dealing with them or you are in their accounts or their bank, they can do that. Okay. So our objective is to go here. Okay, so you don't have to get phone calls from the bank asking questions that you know, is considered harassment. What I do and how I've used my finances is my business. But when you're with one of these characters, it's their business too. And they have the right to call. But what I don't give them the right to do is record me. Absolutely not, because they use that against you. Okay, they get you to say the word yes. They'll take that recording and put it on something that they need for you to say yes to. And they say, "Oh, we had this on recording. He said yes," and they do. They do have the recording. It is you, and you will have to pay whatever that is that they come up with. So I don't allow them to record me, and I don't suggest that you do. I suggest that you do the same. We have to be in control of our finances or whatever we're doing. And I want all of you, both of you, to understand something. You are not here by yourself. And I can assure you, someone's always trying to do something underhandedly. Banking is no different. Okay? They like to control what you do, when you do it, how you do it. And if you tell them on their recording when they call, they say their name, who they are, and we're on a recorded line. I say, "Oh, wait. You can stop right there. I don't speak on recorded lines." Tell them what you're going to do and hang up the phone. It's on their recording that you said you don't record. Don't say yes, ever. Can I help you? No. I don't speak on recorded calls, and hang up the phone. It is illegal for them to call back. Once you tell them that, they cannot call you back by law. Now, some of the stupid ones, and I'm going to say it like that, is because they're so programmed, and please don't be one of those people. Have a mind of your own. This is what this class is about. Be able to stand up and say, "You know what? This is not the kind of work I'm going to do if I have to disrespect or do things that are unclean." Okay, find out the laws, whatever it is someone's asking you, whatever employer you're going to go work for, find out everything they do before you fill out an application. Don't just look at how much they're paying. Find out what the company does, because you could wind up signing up for a company like the lady that I just spoke to. They're so programmed that when you say, "I don't speak on a recorded line," they continue getting the information. They have a checklist of things that they have to ask you, and they have to get a check on before they get paid. And they're usually from another country. So they could give less than a damn about rules. They know they got to get all these checks before they get paid for that call. And they're going to stay on the phone and keep asking until they get these checks. So when you tell them things like I just told her, "I don't speak on recorded lines," she already knows she's not going to get paid for this call. And I hung up. I didn't give her a chance, just when I tell you I don't speak on recorded lines, that's it. That's the end of the conversation. I hang up. Notice it didn't call back. And you're dealing with one of these. Saturday. What are you calling me Saturday for? Your bank isn't even open. I can't go do business with that bank right now because the doors are locked. But you have the nerve to call me. No. Let's move on. So wallets. Let's move over to the next thing, and that'll be it for today's call. The next thing is a crypto debit card. Now, I know this is going to throw you for a loop. We were just talking about banks and their debit cards and central bank and all that stuff. Well, there is a crypto debit card, which this is one of them. This guy. Notice I pulled it up on my phone, so I can go in there and move money around to this card if I need to use it. This card basically works with Bitcoin. Now, it does not do the conversion. And what that means is the crypto debit cards, now I'm going to bring this one back up. The WireX card right now, this one is a wallet that has a Visa on the bottom. See that? That means this card can spend crypto at the store. This wallet. This wallet is going to be a digital wallet very shortly. At the end of this month, this plastic card, I can cut it up. Okay, it's going to go to the online card. Let me see if I can show you that one. Okay, log out. Don't need that no more. Don't need that. WireX. Let me show you what I just did before I do that. So I don't know if you're able to see this. Let me see. See that WireX app? If I could stop shaking.
I see it.
Okay, that WireX app, when I touch it, opens up WireX. I got a fingerprint in. Notice this phone, and you want to get a phone that has the fingerprint on it. That's your biometric lock. Without it, can't get in. It takes me to the back office. Okay, so I want to show my card. So I click on cards. And if you notice, there's the card, the WireX. See the little echo where you can buy things. And there's the numbers. It's the actual card that's on the phone, right? That is what is known as a Web3 card. Okay, the Web3 card is going to take the place of this guy. I have the plastic one. This is going to go away, cut it up on the 31st of this month. All right, so this is going to go from here where'd it go? To here. Okay, this is the card. Nope, that is what I hit something. That's the card. That's the same card I was just holding up. So they're going to go from that to that. Why? Because everything is going digital. Like I said, you are in the middle of a evolution. And it's funny how we started this class just to show the evolution of money. Now you're actually experiencing it for yourself. Okay, so someday you can give a class on the evolution of money. All right, because you actually went through one or going through one as we speak. So with this guy, this card can actually use cryptocurrency and go buy something. Okay. Let's see, hold on. Jeremiah?
Yes, sir. My apologies for being late today. I had to close the store yesterday and I just woke up late because I got home late. So my apologies for that.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. It's recorded, so whatever you missed is on recording.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. So this card here can actually use cryptocurrency and go buy a fan. You can go to the store and buy something with this card. Let's say you have Bitcoin on this account, on this wallet. This is a wallet, so you can send some Bitcoin to an address in this wallet. And let's say you want to go buy a fan. So you take this card, go to the store, get the fan off the counter, put it on the counter. They're gonna ring it up, and they say it's $19.95. You take this card, put it over the little Echo. The Echo is up here. You put that over the thing, it's gonna go beep. Paid for. You go home, you have a brand new fan. So that's the capability of a wallet with Visa or MasterCard. It has to have that over it. That's a MasterCard one. And this one has the Visa card on it. So I can go shopping with either one of these right now and go to the store and spend crypto. I don't have to have cash on there. The crypto is cash. Okay, so if I have a piece of Bitcoin on there, then you know that there's a good bit of money on there. If you have a whole Bitcoin on there, you have $60,000 to work with, or whatever it is today. I haven't looked. Okay, so that's what they don't want. And that's why I need you to pay close attention so that you're able to make these kind of moves and not have to scratch your head and figure out how to eat or get your books or football uniform or clarinet, whatever it is. You can go get it yourself if you set them up right. And that's what we're going to be doing the next 3 calls. Okay, so we're right at the end of it. Any questions? Any questions?
Hey, sir. I got like 27 cents in the Bitcoin system in my Cash App, and it keeps like going back and forth between like 26 and 27.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is it gonna go like higher than 27?
No.
No.
It may go a little higher, but Bitcoin is a volatile, and volatile means it goes up and down. If you want something to stay even, then you want USDT. It stays even, a penny up or a penny down. It's not volatile because they're not trading it. The reason why that keeps going up and down like that is because people are trading it, they're selling it, they're buying it, they're selling it, and that's what happens. That's normal.
I only see 2 options like BTC and SATS on Cash App.
Right. So right now there's only a couple of things, mostly BTC, because they're backed by them. But like I said, when this switch happens, which is literally days away, I would say, you're going to see a whole lot more jump on there, because a lot of these places that weren't working with Cash App all of a sudden are going to start doing business with them. Everybody was shying away from Cash App, but everybody that didn't like these guys, people that didn't like these guys went over here. Okay, so when the switch happens, all the rest of the people over here that are dealing with these central banks are coming. So that means they're going to have to open up more availability to different cryptos. Of course, they're using Bitcoin because of how the actual rate of it, how much it's worth. But that's going to change because Bitcoin is a false price tag. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but truth is truth. That's why I'm not going to send you guys Bitcoin. It's not really real. It's almost like this stuff. They're making it have a specific value because a lot of very rich people have Bitcoin, and that's where they kind of hid their money so that they didn't have to pay taxes and all that. That's why all of a sudden now you see Cash App and all these other places, oh, you have to file your taxes, and if you have over this much, you have to pay this, whatever. You guys are, full of it. But anyway, that's why there's only a couple there right now. That's going to change.
I also
Good
got a
question.
mobile banking app too.
Say that one more time.
I said I got a mobile banking app too.
Awesome. Awesome. So now you got homework. So that is the homework assignment for this week. If you have a mobile bank app, I need you to go into it, click on the hamburger or the three dots, and start reading all of your features. I'll need you to know how that mobile app works. Cool? So banking, we're going to talk about it next week. App features. That's your homework assignment. Banking app features. So go and log into if you have one. If you don't, sit down with your guardian and both of you read it, because I can guarantee you some of my adults have not read their features either. Okay? All right? That it? I got to jump to the next call because I got to get to work.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. Have a wonderful
quite-
day.
No problem.
You're welcome.